A young woman was found cut in half in a Los Angeles vacant lot. There have been over 150 confessions. None have ever been verified. January 15, 1947, 39th Street and Norton Avenue, Leimert Park, just after 10 in the morning. Betty Bersinger was walking her 3-year-old daughter when she saw what she thought was a broken mannequin in the grass. It was Elizabeth Short, 22 years old, originally from Massachusetts. Her body had been severed at the waist. The two halves were posed deliberately a foot apart. There was no blood at the scene. She had been killed elsewhere and washed before being placed there. Her face had been cut from the corners of the mouth to the ears, a wound later called a Glasgow smile. The coroner determined the cut at the waist had been made with what he called surgical precision. The killer had known anatomy. The body had been cleanly bisected between the lumbar vertebrae. Newspapers nicknamed her the Black Dahlia, reportedly after a movie called The Blue Dahlia. She had moved to California hoping to find work in film. She had no major credits. Days later, a manila envelope arrived at the Los Angeles Examiner. Inside were her birth certificate, her social security card, photographs, and an address book with one page torn out. The envelope had been wiped clean with gasoline. There were no fingerprints. Police interviewed over 150 people who confessed to the murder. None of the confessions held up. Most confessors had no knowledge of the case beyond what was printed. Suspects included Dr. Walter Bailey, who lived 1 block from the dump site. They included Dr. George Hodel, named decades later by his own son, a former LAP detective. They included Leslie Dillon, a hotel bellhop and aspiring writer who knew unpublished case details. None were charged. LAPD detective Harry Hansen worked the case for years. He retired without an answer. The case file at LAPD is still officially open. It is the longest-running unsolved murder in the department's history. Elizabeth Short was buried at Mountain View Cemetery in Oakland. Her mother visited the grave until her own death in 1993. The vacant lot at 39th and Norton is now a row of houses. There is no marker, there is no plaque. The Black Dahlia file fills 63 banker's boxes in a Los Angeles records room. Somewhere in them, presumably, is the name of her killer, who killed the Black Dahlia. Tell us below. Remember to like and subscribe, and always stay curious.